And a very warm welcome along, everybody. How is everyone doing here on this Thursday afternoon here in the UK? It could be Thursday morning for you. It could even be Thursday night. Hope everyone's having a very, very good day. Welcome in to Malik, to Gemma, to Chad, to Seth, and to Adrian over on YouTube. I hope everyone's having a fantastic start to the day. I've always thought of Froslass as a special attacker as well, honestly. But she is a mixed attacker. 80 in both. She loses a bit of HP, a little bit of defense, and a little bit of special defense, and gets that all pumped into speed. So, that does mean we won't have to worry about getting the Quick Claw in this particular challenge. I think it's going to be fairly similar, actually, to the Glalie challenge, but we don't get Ice Beam via level up, which is one of the big differences. We get Wake Up Slap, which could be interesting. Especially for the Snorlax later on. If it uses Rest, that could do a lot of damage. And we get some other fun moves as well. Definitely more of a Gen 4 learn set than a Gen 3, which makes sense. Because, of course, Froslass was introduced in Gen 4 as opposed to Glalie, which was Gen 3. So, let's have a little look at our Froslass now. This is the front sprite for it. And this is technically an illegal Froslass. Because we have perfect, well, not perfect DVs, but we have the DVs for the best Power Hidden, Power Fire. And if we were starting as a Snow Rump, we wouldn't be able to have that because we need the lower DVs to get the female Pokemon. But because it's end of the line, we can just pretend it was caught in the wild. That's how I'm justifying it anyway. We are level 5 with 22 HP, holding a berry with Powder Snow, Leah, Astonish, and Double Team. Astonish being subbed in for Bite, of course. 14 in attack, 13 in defense, 14 in special attack, 13 in special defense, and 17 this time in our speed department. So we're a little bit nippier than we were as a Glalie. Ghost type is definitely good. We like the Ghost type, and we get Thunderbolt. Thunderbolt is brilliant for red. We'll see how this one goes. So over on YouTube today, we're just doing the one run. If you're watching over on Twitch, however, we're going to be doing some more Astrobot. We started that yesterday. We'll be doing Astrobot after this challenge. Yep, 110 base speed. It is nippy and then some. There's pretty much nothing that'll outspeed this. Which does mean that Whitney and her Miltank may not prove to be as problematic as they otherwise could be. Once again, of course, we're going to be in medium fast. Astrobot is really fun. Really fun. I started it yesterday. We got through the first world and had a lot of, I don't want to say fun again, but we had a lot of fun. It was a really enjoyable experience. Lance will call us a cheater because of the ice type, but it's his own fault for building a team so weak to ice. I think we are going to be missing Ice Beam, though. I think that might make us a little bit slower. Lance's Aerodactyl will probably go down in one shot and we will outspeed it, honestly. Now, annoyingly, we don't have Bite for this battle, so Astonish isn't going to be anywhere near as good. Forza Horizon 5 is a fun game. Of course, this thing has nothing to hit us with. My favourite Forza was the one set in Australia. I think that was Horizon 3. Had many, many, many hours in Forza Horizon 3. I'm glad you've got a day off to see the stream as well, Malik. It has been a while since our schedules have aligned. We don't need to be taught how to catch Pokemon, the game will do it for us. I'd like to see some kind of archipelago in Forza. Something that breaks up the monotony of driving just on a single large map. Now we're invincible against Youngster Joey, so we might as well take him on. It'll be a fairly quick battle because there's no damage calcs. Gotta do Mikey, of course. And again, invincible here. Absolutely nothing that Mikey can do. We do get Ice Punch, which is going to be our main ice move. It'll be more than cromulent enough for Lance. It'll be more than cromulent enough for Claire. And it opens up having Hidden Power Fire again. Hopefully this will be the final encounter. Up to Violet. Yes, it is. How many powder snow do we have? 14. Go away. Don't want a rat. Hope I've not miscalculated the number of Bellsprout in here. Because if I have, this could have been a bit of a misplay. Good morning, Ryu. I hope you're doing very well today. Yes, I do have the virus that we're not allowed to talk about. I don't know if we're still not allowed to talk about it, but it's not a pleasant virus. I have dosed up on cold and flu in preparation for stream today. Yep, that in bold italic capital letters. That virus. I'm better than I was last week, that's for flaming sure. Last Wednesday stream, I think, was the last one I managed last week. After that, I was not feeling good. There we go, we are through Elderly. We'll get the escape rope. And we'll get ourselves out of here. Quick heal for PP purposes. And then we'll beat up Falconer. I don't know how unintended that was, because they could have kept the name as Sage in Gen 4. But I reckon someone saw the pun and was like, yeah, we're calling him Elderly. This is Falconer, first gym leader. He is, of course, a flying type specialist who leads with a Pidgey that's already gone down. Probably a two-shot on the Pidgeotto. Gust will do negligible. There we go. 544 for the Zephyr badge. I'm umming and ahhing about Shadow Ball. I might actually just keep Ominous Wind for the Omni Boost. I think the Omni Boost could come in very, very handy. Gen 3 was great for gym leader puns. You know what? We will get rid of Leah. Grab the Repull, grab the Super. Say hello to a Bellsprout. Oh, we got Gordon today. That's fine, Gordon can't do much against us. I read Maylene as Maybelline then. Also, apologies if anyone's been chatting on Twitch. Nobody has, but that's besides the point. I didn't have my chat up, so I've fixed it. Just a reminder that the stream will be ending on YouTube after this particular challenge, but we will be continuing on over on Twitch. Yes, it's for later. Definitely not family friendly when we do the Twitch stream, but a lot of fun nonetheless. Now, thinking ahead, I've planned Manectric for tomorrow, but I do have another Ice-type Backport we could do. So if we're feeling the Vanillite line, Vanillish, Vanillite, Vanillux, whatever one, the big one of those is, I can always sub in the ice cream instead, seeing as it's kind of warm. It's another one of those Pokemon that gets taunt. So it was a nightmare to Backport. That is true, ice cream does melt in summer. Let's get 8 repels. We'll buy just 4 super potions because I want some cash money moolah for the thing, the ice punch. There we go. It is really bloody humid here today. It's only about 21, 22 Celsius. Call it 70 Fahrenheit outside. But with the humidity, it feels more like 80 outside, 25, 26 Celsius. And there is a vague chance of a thunderstorm coming over us at some point during stream. I saw a very concerning weather chart actually yesterday. Hopefully it won't verify and the weather will be different. But there's one showing 26 Celsius over London at 1.5 kilometres, 5,000 feet up in the air. And if that were to come true, we'd be looking at high 30s, low 40s in the south part of England. Which we've only hit 40 Celsius once in the United Kingdom. Back in July 2022. So hopefully that is just an outlier. Because nobody wants 40 Celsius in the UK. There's good heat and there's bad heat. And that definitely goes into bad heat. Trouble with a lot of the housing as well in the United Kingdom is it was built for temperatures that are nowhere near what we get today. The houses were built to retain the heat, so if it gets to say 26, 27 outside, the house will stay at 23, 24 Celsius in most rooms for 3 or 4 days after the heat has dissipated. And we don't have air conditioning as standard in the UK. It's all relative as well, isn't it? It's like, compared to what you're used to. And we are not used to these big bursts of heat. Because it used to be, say 25, 30 years ago, to get 30 Celsius in the UK, you'd need a prolonged period of warming for a few days beforehand. But nowadays, you can just get the heat turned on. Let's take on Bugsy. String Shot's probably going to be meaningless. Will Icy win the Kakuna? Confuse Ray, no thank you. I don't think Confusion's that viable really as a strat. Icy Wind negated the speed drop there. Hive Badge in 11:58. I do not envy anyone averaging 100 Fahrenheit anywhere in the world. What time is it in the UK at the moment? 2:15 in the afternoon. What do we do about this? That was the wrong move. I meant to use Astonish, because we can at least try and flinch it. There we go. As long as our Powder Snow hits, we win, but of course we get confused and we miss twice in a row. We're getting nibbled. We hit ourselves in confusion. There we go. Bit of an annoying rival too, but we got through nonetheless. Let's shove those repels up to tippy top spot. You're in the Netherlands. I would assume if you're in The Hague. Oh, you say Holland. It's right there. It's next to impossible for the United Kingdom to get hurricanes. You need water temperatures of about 26.5 Celsius, and we just don't have that. There is probably one scenario where a very, very major hurricane does a very strange track and heads east instead of west, and it could potentially just about keep its formation as tropical by the time it hits the southwest coast of the UK, but that's very unlikely. Thank goodness. Tornadoes, on the other hand, fairly common in the United Kingdom. Per square mile, per square kilometre, the United Kingdom actually has one of the highest numbers of tornadoes, at least in Europe. Let's grab Abra, or Grabra if you like. And we'll take on Gina, we might as well. We'll be saying goodbye to Powder Snow in just a moment or two. How's the temperature here? I will take a little look. I know that in the Netherlands it is very, very warm at the moment. Your heat's going to be peaking tomorrow and Saturday. Probably looking at 30, 31 inland, high 20s if you're closer to the coast. We'll get our nice ice punch. Not happy enough to get to return yet, though. When I'm next in a bit where I'm just mashing A, I will have a look at my weather station, see what the numbers are on it. Welcome in, Fakalash. I hope you're doing very well today. You missed 2 badges, but only about a quarter of an hour. We are currently at an outdoor temperature of 23 Celsius with 59% humidity. Indoor temperature of 21.9 degrees Celsius with 54% humidity. And relative pressure of 1010 millibars. Now, we do not need the Quickie C today, so we'll skip right ahead to getting Dig. The cat is currently lounging on the bed in the back bedroom. Sprawled out, legs akimbo. It's cloudy here as well, which is adding to that muggy, close, humid feel. Yesterday would have been good beach weather. Today, not so much, because today, rain's going to come in 2 to 3 hours' time. You know what? We will beat up Alan today. Icy Wind's really nebulous at this point. The rain's already there for you, Kanbei. I'm glad the rain's there for you, because you don't like the heat. No, that was the right way around. Bloody hell. Attract is not banned on the challenges, so it is a potential, but we will have to see what I decide to do. Let's not inadvertently backseat. Where am I going? What am I doing? Who am I? What is this? It's a challenge run. To be fair, I'm thinking maybe do the Jinx strat at red. which is set up, attract, and ice beam everything to death. Now we will need the coin case today. I feel like we're on a really slow pace and I can't quite figure out why. Suppose we have done a little bit of extra movement getting Ice Punch. Fishing for a lucky freeze and trying to incapacitate the opponent as much as possible. This is Whitney. She is our third gym leader together. She is, of course, a normal type specialist who leads with Clefairy. That metronome could have been dangerous, but it wasn't. She's rolling out, but it's too little too late. $18.49 for the plain badge. I had visions of her metronoming bloody Fire Blast. No, we don't want to get Juggler and look the other way. Thank you. Freeze Luck is what got Jinx her good time yesterday. Yesterday? Not yesterday. In the end of the line. Feels like yesterday. Nice flinch on the scary on there. Oh, I could go for some fried chicken, but need to watch my waistline a little bit at the moment. Put a fair amount of weight on last winter. What happens if Pokemon learns Dig? Then I make the decision to teach Dig either to the Pokemon that we're running or to Paris, depending on whether Dig is needed in the challenge. Did we not beat up all the Kimono girls? There we go. Froslass does have a lot of weaknesses, but Froslass will be fine. Having Ice Punch is going to make this mid part of the challenge a lot smoother. And also because we are immune to fighting, it means we don't have to worry about doing Jazz first. Might as well take on the Slowbro Trainer. Ominous Wind two-shot. We'll grab this candy of the rare variety. Oh, yep, I remember that bloody Ninetales run as well. That was one of those challenges where if I had thought about it, Ice Beam would have been better. Would have done roughly the same damage, if not a little bit more. And it had the chance to freeze. Still didn't mean the look was good at Jasmine. It was terrible. But there were counters that I didn't see on the day. Steelix will hit us with a single Iron Tail if it passes the accuracy check, and then we will two-shot it with our Hidden Power Fire. Ominous Wind is such a good move, but I hate that it's only 5 PP. Ooh. Do we want Wake Up Slap? No, I don't see a use case for it, unfortunately. I'd love to have Wake Up Slap on this challenge, but we have too many good moves as it is. We'll grab the hop up here. And then we'll get on the bike. Yep, 4 move slot syndrome definitely strikes with this one. If we had 5 moves, then we'd definitely be running Wake Up Slap. Alolan Raichu depends if we started with Alolan Raichu or if we did the full Evo line. Yeah, if like we learned Wake Up Slap at 59, we'd definitely be running it. Electric Psychic's an interesting type combination. It's actually fairly good in Gen 2 to have both Electric and Psychic. I'd say probably a low 120. I want to run Pormo. Porma. I want to run that line at some point. The Gen 9 one. Because I think electric fighting will be interesting. Electric's a great type, and having the Psychic type to counter Bruno, who is normally the big issue there, is definitely helpful. Remind me what Revival Blessing does? Because I can't remember. Well, that shouldn't be too bad. Just nab the code from something like the Sacred Ash. The other thing I could do is just do, but it failed. Double Shock's double hitting electric move, isn't it? I think I do have somewhere actually Alolan Raichu sprites. Oh, does it drop your typing like Burn Up? Oh, that should be easy to do. Oh, we got caught by the spinner. Surf to Psyduck. Strength also to Psyduck. Have a lovely day at work, Adrian. I'm sure we'll catch up soon. We're hitting all of the bad spinners today. Because we've got coding for things like conversion, and conversion 2 actually, changing type on the fly is really easy in Gen 2. Worst that could have happened there was a paralysis, and that didn't happen. No rock slide because we flinched. That's a question I get all the time. I'm from the United Kingdom, but I did grow up with Australian relatives, so there's definitely a bit of an Australian lilt to me. Welcome in, Kim. I hope you had a wonderful time getting... Oh, okay, it was crap. I've lost my repels. Where are they? They're there. And did we teach Fly to Kenya? We did. Switch. We'll grab some bits and bobs and then we'll take on Jazz. Just over half an hour, by the way, for the Storm badge. I am on the mend, thank you, Paul. How are you today? That's a much more important question. Let us get the rare candy. We'll also get the PP up from here. Plonk it into Ominous Wind. I think the chance of an Omni Boost is worth the little bit of reduction in base power compared to Shadow Ball. And of course, we can always teach Shadow Ball later if we do want that higher base power. It's the first time I've ever accidentally gotten off the bike like that. We'll take on Gyarados now because we might as well use the repel steps. Save a little bit of menuing, but then we'll go to Jazz. You can't get the Omni Boost if you knock out. No, you're correct there. Probably Slim for Mega Glalie. We were talking about this yesterday. Mega Evolutions on the channel just did not do well. Like, my metrics for streams were hemorrhaging subscribers. Viewer numbers were down. Everything was just pointing to Mega Evolution is a bad idea for the channel, unfortunately. But if I get the inspiration to do the sprite, never say never. Let us give the charcoal. We'll use the PP up on Ominous Wind. And we'll get ourselves out of here and take on Jazz. She's our 7th, no she's not, she's our 6th gym leader today because I can't count. Steel type specialist who leads with Magnemite that went down. This is playing out exactly like I said it would. Survive the Iron Tail, and we get through the other Magnemite. 33-10 overall. I miss those days too. I miss the days where I could just post whatever I like and have fun without having to worry about, will this harm the channel, will this harm my income? What has just fallen on me? Apologies about this, something has just fallen on me and I can't see what it is. Oh, it's a bug. Let's pretend that is fine. I'm happy to have over 7,000 subscribers as well. When I started the channel, I didn't have any idea that we'd get any viewers at all. It's the wasp from yesterday coming back. Oh god. I hope not. I mean, in this day and age, with how easy it is to use AI, it wouldn't surprise me if there are a lot of channels running AI. It is, in theory, possible to do an entire challenge run with machine learning. It would take a lot of setup and a lot of practice, but you could, in theory, create some form of AI that can play Gen 2 perfectly. And from that, it will know what bits to record off the challenge run, stitch them together, and then know what to say for a voiceover. There were people who thought I was AI at the beginning though, because I had a very fast content cycle compared to other challenge runners at the time. Tool-assisted speedrun is slightly different because that still requires human input. I'm talking about something that is completely controlled by the computer. It's the sort of thing where if I was a little bit smarter, I'd code some kind of learning machine to play Gen 1 and Gen 2, just to see how it does. Because that would be artificial intelligence in the sense that it would be learning rather than scouring the internet for all kinds of information and being a glorified search engine. Although I do think AI can have its place if you're really struggling with understanding or grasping a concept, because it can explain it to you in a way that works for your brain. Like when I was learning assembly, there were a couple of times where I did ask ChatGPT to explain the concept of something because it just was not clicking. But I think it should never be the primary method of doing something. And of course, anything that you do, double check yourself. Because it will be vehement that something is correct, even if all of the evidence points to the opposite. Exactly, it's just using common sense, isn't it? Like with anything, check multiple sources. Always verify information. If you've got a feeling something's dodgy, the chances are it is dodgy. The environmental ramifications are the thing that concerns me the most about it. Let's not get too political here on YouTube, but there's definitely times where common sense has gone out the window. A window is what I have to use to make my Elgato work. Have to have it on a window PC. Windows 11, absolutely not. Windows 11 makes my PC blue screen whenever the monitors turn off. So, Windows 11 and I are not good friends. Yeah, so whenever the monitors go on standby, I blue screen when I'm on 11. Didn't happen on 10, still doesn't now that I've rolled back. Why does it happen? Not a bloody clue. Welcome in, Master Bro. I hope you're doing very well. Or welcome back, I should say. Ah, bum. Someone's leaving their appliances in here. Let's toss some of this crap that we don't need. I'm gonna get ourselves 12 max repels. We overbuy max repels, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Skipped Mrs. Wartortle today. Grab the extra Nougat. Into Goldenrod we go. Get return. And now we're going to sell a bunch of crap that we don't need. No thank you to that, to that, to that. To that, to that, that. Or Fury Cutter. Urgh. Item take, item give. We'll give the Nevermelt Ice. And then we can sell the charcoal. We don't need that anymore. Sell the 4 nuggets. And we will buy, let's have a little think. 5 calcium. Did we sell the nuggets? Yes, we did. And 2 protein. We are definitely putting all of our eggs in the special attacking basket at the moment. We'll have to see if that is a wise idea. But we are already at 7 badges. So we're going to pause the timer at 41:48. I think I've played really slowly, honestly, Snowy, but I'm not quite sure where the time loss has come from. 0 resets so far, though. Not a bad little run. Definitely would like to see you give it a go at some point. Thank you for popping in, Master Bro. I hope you're doing very well. Is my PC fairly old? I hope you had a wonderful time, rather. God, my brain today. Is my PC fairly old? It's not actually that old at all. Oh, we're not post-Radio Tower, we're pre-Radio Tower. So, my motherboard's like 2.5 years old, if that. Graphics card's 4 years old. Everything's fairly new. It's just, for some reason, Windows 11 hates it. Now, we are at the 7 badge mark. We always take a little bit of a break before the radio tower, just so I can regroup, have a little stretch, and then we'll be ready for the last part of this challenge. And we are back. Thank you so much for your patience there. Just before we get back into the challenge, I want to show you the progress we have made with the Gen 3 backports. These in blue are all the ones that are on the challenge run base. The ones in pink are old backports that I need to bring forward to the challenge run base. And the ones in red are the ones we still need to do. So we are getting very, very deep into completing all of Gen 3's backports. So we should have a very fun time running all of the Gen 3 decks fairly soon. We're going to be starting that actually in August. We'll start back at Sceptile and we're just going to run through in our celebration. That's the plan anyway. Starting on August 15th, we'll see just how many Pokemon we can get through in a big marathon of streams we'll do for the 3rd anniversary of the channel. That is the plan anyway. Let's get rid of that now though. Grab the correct controller. I've got 4 on my desk at the moment, which is very frustrating. And we shall get back going. Sceptile did very well actually on its original challenge. I never gelled with the macOS. The Gen 3 learn set is just about enough for Sceptile to keep pace with both Blaziken and Swampert. Swampert's really let down by its full times weakness to grass. I have not had the privilege or misfortune, delete as applicable, to work with Chrome OS. I'm kind of weird because I prefer console gaming over PC gaming. There's something about console gaming that has a disconnect from my PC, especially because I use my PC a lot for working purposes. So having that disconnect makes gaming much more fun. I mean, I'm not one to talk about anything privacy related, because my phone is a Google Pixel. My income comes from YouTube. I'm one of those, I've always just been, it's too much effort. We'll hopefully be out of the radio tower by about 47, 48 minutes, not 44, 45. Dodged that spinner today, which is good. I do like my Pixel. That is the one big plus about PC gaming. Games are cheap. It's why when I was looking at a new console this last month, I decided to go for the PS5 over the Switch 2. Because the games are significantly cheaper on PS5. I love my 3DS for emulating as well. Especially if you've got a new 3DS. My Switch has just been laying dormant for the last, call it 18 months now. Once I burnt out on Animal Crossing and Mario Kart, and with Scarlet and Violet being pretty much unplayable, I don't really have any need for it. Froslass is definitely not doing badly. I think I'm playing a little bit rubbish today. I also don't like how flimsy the Switch felt. Oh, I know what dropped on me now. Let's try and retrieve that in the midstream break. Scarlet and Violet on Switch 2 really annoys me. Because it feels like original Switch owners are being punished and having a game that runs like hot garbage because they're not, either they cannot or will not spend the money on a Switch 2. Like, why should we have to pay for a Switch 2 to get the game in a much better playable state? I can't afford the Switch 2, and I definitely don't want one at the moment. Because while Mario Kart looks fun, it doesn't look fun for me either. It's added another layer of complexity on top of Mario Kart 8, which was already a fairly complex Mario Kart game. Let's Go definitely has aged the best out of all the Switch games. And it's because they chose the art style they're best at. Yeah, Mario Kart 8 is fun if you play online with friends. Although Nintendo lost a lot of goodwill for me with its booster pass. Because those tracks were just phoned in. They were not good tracks. Nice crit there on the Houndoom. Sealed a very speedy battle there. Exactly, if Odyssey can play that well, then there's no reason for any of the Pokemon games to lag as much as they did. It's the Kanbei special now, so it's 1, 1, 2, 1, 2. Even the later tracks were rough compared to the base game. The concept of Legends Arceus with no game exclusives and being able to complete everything in single player is fantastic. I can complain at 48 tracks for $25, however much it is in the UK. Because what's the point in having 48 tracks if they're all made like crap? I'd rather have paid the same price for 24 well-crafted, not just tour ports tracks. This isn't Claire, this is Paul, Mike, one or the other. I always get those two mixed up. This one's Mike. I wouldn't call the others lazy as such. But the tour ones definitely seemed like they played for tour only. And then they were last-minute additions to the Switch. Surf's perfect there. Seals the win. I am very much hoping that Nintendo brings out another Mario 3D World kind of game. That would be one of the few things that would tempt me to a Switch 2. Pick up that calcium and sell it for a bit of cash money moolah later. Because we'll probably be wanting both Thunderbolt and Ice Beam. I feel like Legends is as close as we're going to get to War-style games now. $52 minutes, by the way, for Claire. Got distracted there. let's start making our way towards the Pokemon League. Let's Go Johto based on Crystal would get me to get a Switch too. It's one of those, Let's Go is very much a, if the style and the mechanics appeal to you, you'll love it. If not, you will not be able to stand it. We might as well take on some of these for the extra money. Save a bit of money grinding later. I'm really envious of anyone that can play Smash Brothers. My thumb just cannot deal with the pain of mashing. If there is one spinner I could remove from the game, it would be Joyce. She's the actual worst. I can't believe we've just been confused by this bloody Golduck. What if Josh removed me from the game? Then we'd be playing Astrobot right now. Now, unlike Glalie, we cannot learn Earthquake. Which is a little bit frustrating, but it'll be fine. Starts off with a hidden power against the Sneasel. A 2-shot Typhlosion. Ice Punch Golbat. Hidden power Magneton. Ice Punch Haunter. Say no to Blizzard. And we'll Headbutt Kadabra. And now it is time to thank the HM friends, so it's a big thank you to Kenya, to Abra, to Psyduck, and Mercy to Paris. Of course, the biggest thank you of all goes to you wonderful people with the badges in the chat. We'll purchase 4 full restores, and we'll take a look at our stats going into the league. Level 51 with 150 HP, holding the Scamulet coin with Ice Punch, Headbutt, Hidden Power, Fire, and Ominous Wind. 121 in attack, 105 in defense, 123 in special attack, 113 in special defense, and 148 in speed. Just before we go into the league, we are going to say goodbye to Headbutt. We're going to teach Return in its place. And now this is our first league member, Will. He's, of course, a Psychic-type specialist who leads with Xatu. That's great for us because it means we can use our Ice Punch. We'll use Ice Punch against Xatu number 2 as well. That will bring us very nicely onto Jinx. We can return Jinx. And then we've got Slowbro. We'll use an Ominous Wind on turn 1. And we'll finish it off with Return. And then we can just Ice Punch the Executor. 1 down. 3 to go. Koga's next. Dual Bug and Poison type specialist who led with Ariados that's gone down. Venomoth is probably going to be a critical hit, never mind. And Fortress will go down as well. That'll bring us on to Muck. Well, once again, we didn't get the Omni Boost, unfortunately. Let's take on Koga. Koga Bruno. There's our first Omni Boost of the challenge. And that'll make this battle incredibly easy. And here's Karen. Unfortunately, we have been sand attacked and confused raids, so a very bad start there. Take a reset. Unfortunately, this is a battle which was fairly easy for Glalie because we had Earthquake, but not so much for Froslass. So we are now running behind our Glalie challenge. And we get burnt. No, what? Screw it. Omni Boost our way through. That's why we held on to it. There's a will, there's a bloody way. It's Lance time. Lance screwed us over there by using Surf instead of Rain Dance. I've messed up slightly here. Bear with. My save point's slightly too early, too late. Oh, we've got to sit through all of this again. But in reverse. See, that's what we want. We want the Rain Dance up. We've been bloody burnt again. I mean, it doesn't matter because we're using our special moves. But how frustrating. About a minute and a half slower, mostly because of Karen. A little bit because of Lance. 101.44 for the league. Let's go and retrieve some HM friends. Ice Beam on our Froslass, please. There we go. Nice upgrade in base power. This bag's also a mess. We're just going to get the Mount Malta candy. We're not going to bother with the whirlies. I'm glad the game corners are no more as well, just because it's unnecessary grinding for items doing the game corner. Froslass is middle of the road, honestly. Has a tough Karen because it doesn't get Earthquake, and it's not quite as fun to play as Glalie was yesterday. But they're both not bad Pokemon. We'll probably be looking at a low 120. Just that Karen fight that let us down. We'll grab Psychic. I'm not sure we're going to teach it, but it is good to have. Now this gym's just a pest, honestly. In this run, it doesn't really matter about Venusaur, I suppose, because we've got Ice Beam. I think Thunderbolt could be handy. A couple of ways I'm thinking about playing Red. I'm just not settled on which one yet. Yeah, Venusaur is all luck with Omastar. By the way, we currently outspeed all of Red's team, I believe. Maybe 1 point behind the Charizard. Anything that's 4 times weak to grass, the Venusaur is not a fun time with. Venusaur would be a lot stronger if it didn't always love its 2-turn moves. If you're in rollout, then Blastoise and Charizard are the weakest Pokemon. Because if you're in rollout, then Red will likely use either Fire Spin or Whirlpool. Omastar reminds me of Spinda in that way. You have a really smooth ride and then Red just messes you up. Similar struggle points as well, actually, with Spinda. Pikachu, if you're a slow physical attacker, can ruin your day. Do we all know what's coming up next? It's going to be Nugget Bridge time. See that little bit of new movement I'm trying? Skipping, faffing around in Cerulean's mess of ledges. Okay, you can withdraw, that's absolutely fine. It's a one-shot on both of your Pokemon either way. So, Ellen, I think you outplayed yourself there. They didn't have any sweet chili chicken wraps at Tesco. So I have not had lunch today. Which is kind of sad. A last trainer of Nugget Bridge, thank goodness. Then we're on the home stretch. Also, apologies if you could hear the absolute racket of sirens that have been going past over the last 20 minutes or so. After I've finished Omastar, I'm not doing Omastar. Never touching Omastar again. After I've finished Froslass, we'll have a little investigate. I feel so uncultured because I don't know what the second season of The Last of Us is like. I'm assuming it's bad if Lance made it. Why am I going to Saffron? Vermilion we're going to. Oh, my brain is just gone with this one, honestly. That Karen fight really did just take the wind out of my sails. It's fine, though. We'll take this to completion. This is Brock. Music's still playing. Who's showing up on my EQ? Brock, of course, has 0 special defense. Two more gyms, 3 more fights to go. Trying to get used to this new menuing here. Viridian Fly, if you remember to repel, is really good. It's just remembering to repel. This is Blaine. Should probably have done some prep work for Blaine, but we shall deal with Blaine. Of course, he flipping crit. There we go, Blaine done. Time for blue. Oh, this is going to be an ugly battle. This battle's going to be fine. We got the "and we win" condition. I'm sure something will come up eventually for you, Gemma. Look at that, same split for Blue and Blaine. We are going Bolt's Beam. My estimate's like a 123, maybe a 124 for red. I have a plan. It's not a consistent plan, it's not a reliable plan, but it is a plan. And sometimes, the risky plans are the best. 121.57. Honestly, I think probably about 3 minutes slower than it should have been. It should have been pretty much equal with Glalie, but didn't get the play on the day. Still made it onto page 1 of our streaming leaderboard though, which is not bad at all. We're topping and tailing that bottom row there with Glalie and Froslass. Does push poor Bibarel down onto page 2. Although it's keeping Bouffalon company, the B-named normal types. But there's one more thing we need to do here for our challenge run. Glalie got lucky at red, but then we got lucky at red with Froslass as well. That Snorlax freeze really came in clutch. Didn't need a single rare candy though, so we could have saved a bit of time that way. Very much the Jinx strat. It's the way to go with ice types, honestly. Kenya, it's been an absolute pleasure over the last hour and a half or so, but you've got to go home. And with that, YouTube folk, we are done. So that is the challenge run for today. We will be back tomorrow with Manetric. Not quite sure if we're doing end of the line yet with that one yet. We shall have to see. However, if you're on Twitch, the stream is not ending yet. We are going to be popping over, having some fun over on Twitch. It's 18 plus. I will be swearing. There will be, presumably, things that you probably wouldn't expect to hear out of my mouth on YouTube. But if you are leaving me here on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Come over on Twitch if you want to see more streaming. I'll catch you all tomorrow, same time, same place.